See here, because I've changed the scaling, some of the information has actually moved. Best way to solve this is go down into the menu again, into info text, pick the one you want, not your nose preferably, but if you want to, feel free, that's your prerogative. You need to change the cross value, so positive values go to the right, negative values to the left. So if I bring this to, I think it was 495, pops it over to the right bit, but not enough, so let's bring it down to 460. Close enough, 455. Let's get it. Nah, not quite. 450. There we go. Ideal. So that's fine. And then the next one is memory usage. I never enable that. I don't actually need to know about that. Yeah, I've got a terrible rig. I know if it's running slow. I know why it's running slow. Another bit of information for you guys. This add-on actually uses a lot less memory than Titan Panel and everything, but still gives most of the same functionality. So again, I highly recommend it, albeit it can be tricky to set up at times. The clock, by the way, always shows the local time. If you want to know server time, hover over it, and it tells you the time to win the grouse and top rad. Pretty funky. What else? There we go there. So got that set up. Done the top panel now. Let's go for unit frames. As you can see here, it's pretty basic. I've got this bar under here, which I still don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's some kind of XP bar, but it never shows anyway. So you go, if you say want to know your health and your runic power or whatever, you go to texts. Name, no, I know what my name is. If I don't by now, then yeah. Health, yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's have some text on there, shall we? Let's go for standard short. I like a bit of that. Power, yeah, cool. Yeah, let's go for standard short. I like standard short. It just basically shortens it to the likes of 10k or 110k or 150k. You know, pretty simple. You can show the percentage, which is always handy. And then you can also show it on in that one, always. You can just go and attack something for this to update it, but another way you can do, yep, you guessed it, a reload UI. Portrait you can enable. It's always giving me a few problems, so you don't have to enable. You can have your buffs down here if you really want, or your debuffs. It's entirely up to you. You don't actually have to go through and configure it like this every time you want for every character. You can just load your settings from a previous character, but they will share settings, so it's up to you really. Now what I'm going to do quickly is reload again. If someone's counting, feel free to post a comment or something. About how many times I've had to do this actually. Be more specific there. There you go. Got 100% health because I'm healthy. Not really, but I like to think I am. So yeah, hide, show. Swirly vortex. Swirly vortex, by the way, just enables or disables all at the same time. But I always have that one and that one enabled. Lately I've stopped enabling that, but there you go. That's just me. Okay, so that's the player frame configured. Your target comes up on the right there. You can have your pet. I normally have it sitting around here. That involves a lot of the X and Y again. Deal with it. If you want to put a focus target, you have to type /focus. It's the only way. It's not. There's a UI's fault. It's Blizzard's fault. And then your focus frame comes up just there. You can move that as well if you really want, but I like it there. I think it looks rather funky, and it does go target to target as well. Which comes up down here and to the left here, like normal. So clear my focus frame quickly. Okay, so that's for the most part, most of the UI configured now. There is a few more icky details. Frames, colors, that's what I wanted. I'm going to change that back to Shaman because I like Shaman colors. It's nice. It makes me happy. Trying to think now. Yeah, I know, it's a bad thing for me to do, thinking and stuff. There is a few more pieces actually. The basic bag frame, this one, I don't like. I hate it. So if you want to get your own, like I have, bag none, then go into, again, general, modules, and you got all this here. See it? Disable bags. And also disable chat. That's what I haven't done. If you're using Prt, disable the chat mode one, otherwise they just sort of sit on top of each other and it's kind of weird. That also means you can't put your own background on it, funnily enough. Currently there are no built-in chat options. They're coming soon. Trademark Blizz. Okay. So that's my bags disabled. So now I've got this one, which is bag none, which is one of my personal favourites, purely because you can look at the bags there, or you can do this. Yeah, that's right. I just removed my own character. No, you can look at your own your bags of your other characters, as well as look at their bank as well. Shift left click. Okay, so that's my current Toons bank apparently. Yeah, there you go. So that's how you do it. That's how you configure that. Pretty sure there's something else I'm supposed to have configured by now. Let me just quickly run through it. Minimap, tool tip, chat bags, auras, bars, cooldowns, nameplates. Nameplates you can't really do anything with at the moment, as you can see there. But you can always disable those nameplates, go for the default Blizzard UI. But you can't use tidy plates as far as I'm aware. Last time I heard there was actually some errors involved with that. I'll give it a try later and then I'll let you know. But this one is actually alright, it's not that bad. Cooldowns, yes, there we go. This one irritates me. Type /FX and there you go, it brings up this little menu here. You can see your spell timers. So your spell timers, they come up here above your plate here, your health bar. So you can enable them. I leave them enabled because that's handy. You can track things like living bomb on a mage, certain procs on your paladin or hunter or whatever. But the cooldown timer, now the cooldown timer normally pops up just behind where my XP bar is now. That I don't like, because if you watch, just go over here, I'm not going to hit it actually, but yeah, as you can see right there, it's popping up there. That's cool and everything. I mean, you guys might want to keep it, I don't know. But what I don't like about it is the way it flashes up in the middle of my screen. I knew I was forgetting something. Scroll and combat text. Yeah, I don't like the way it flashes up. So what I do is I disable it. Disable that one, and then secondary splash, because that's the one that flashes up in your screen. Always disable that as well. There you go. Done. That is as simple as that. You can add exceptions into it, things that you want it to show or hide, by going to spell timer. Scroll down. I think. Yeah, right here. Spell count. Just enter it. Enter the name of the spell. And then click your options. Show, hide, whatever. Very easy to do. Anyway, I'll stop wailing on that thing now. Yeah. So, scroll and combat text. This one is one of my personal favourites because the Blizzard one I've never liked that much. So, if you type in /SCT menu or just going through the general frame, I'm going to load the profile for my Paladin because that's the one that I use by default now. Because I am lazy, yeah. But you can basically move your frame around. For example, I need to change the messages one. That should not be down there. Why is it down there? You got your X and Y's and stuff. Y's being vertical, X is always across. Haha, strange that one. Yeah, I do have to remind myself sometimes. I am a bit special. There we go. You can have it. You can do damage, whatever. It is really not a problem. Change custom events, spells, overhealing. Personally, I always disable while healing. Don't need to know the healer name. Spell icons, no. Frames, that's done. This one, you can set where things appear.